creating a gallery container within your KU general content page of the content management system. First, in order to use images within your gallery, you will first need to upload those assets to your assets folder. To complete this task, please see the Adding Assets video. Once you have added your assets, you can then come to your content area, and within an empty component, either a new component, or you can select the gear icon and the plus, or the add new. In your empty component, select create, type a name. This is a name that will help you locate components to edit at future dates. And then select the type. For a gallery component, it would be KU Gallery Container. And then select the create in the bottom right corner. Once you have created your gallery container, you can then open that container by selecting the arrow in the far right bottom corner of that container. And this will reveal a gallery item. You would not have a gallery container with just one item in it. That would be a media container. In order to add another item, again, you can select the gear and the plus, or add new. You can also select the gear to subtract items you do not need. You will create an item for each individual photo that you would want in your gallery. If this does ever happen to you, that you create an item and it is embed and share instead of select and create, just clear that item out by selecting this erase button for each of those gallery items. You will now see you have select and create. Select is if you created an item on your components folder and you're bringing that in to multiple areas. Create is specifically within this container on this page. In this item, I will select create. I will name it. And then my type is KU Gallery Item, and create. Here you will now see you have an image, a title, and a description, and all three are required. Within the image area, in the far right, locate and select the select button. This will bring up your assets. Select the arrow next to assets, the arrow next to departments and offices, and then find your department or office in the alphabetical folders accordingly. Or you can do as I am doing here today for training. Open the images folder by selecting the arrow next to images, and then select the photo gallery and locate a stock image that you would like to use. Once you select your image, in the bottom right corner, select the confirm to confirm that is the image you would like to use. Next, you will add alternative text. This is the text that is used by assistive software when visually impaired users are viewing a web page. For example, this image I would describe as a silhouette of the Old Main Clock Tower and treetops in black against a vibrant red sunset sky. So that is the text that I would type into that alt text area. And then I would fill out a title and a description accordingly for this image in my gallery. I would then go to my next item and do the same tasks. Select the Create button in the bottom right corner. Give it a name. And in the drop-down, select KU Gallery Item and Create. Again, Image. Select in that bottom right corner of this image area. We'll take you to Assets. Open the Assets folder. Locate your department or office. Find your image you want in your gallery. Click on that image and then click on Confirm in the bottom right corner of this window. Alternative text again for this image. For example, I would describe this image as a group of young females performing a dance on a basketball court. So that is the content that I would type into this alternative text area. I would give it a title and a description. For this individual image. Once I have image, title, and description filled out on all my gallery items, I can then save by selecting the icon that looks like a computer disk in this row of icons underneath the tabs. And then preview within the same row of icons underneath the tabs, the one that looks like a computer monitor. And this will preview what the page will look like within the browser. And you will be able to see I uploaded that one image and I am viewing it 3 different ways. Once as a thumbnail within the gallery itself, once as a preview, and once as a full view. And where my title and my content show and how the icons behave once clicked on. And that is how you create a gallery container within the general content layout of the content management system.